All right, well, looks like we've got Sosa versus Mach. Now, this is a SoCal regular matchup in general. As of late, Mach has had a bit of an issue against Sosa for a while. He had the up against him. He pretty much had the advantage for a long time, but Sosa's just been performing so well. And as of right now, Sosa, based on records, should take this, but Machiavelli's been playing out of his mind all weekend.
So yeah, this matchup is a little bit difficult for Wario just because Ivysaur has a lot of disjoint, and his weight makes it so that up throw isn't very good as a combo tool. So we have to opt for down throws and tech chases. Wario can struggle with just because of his low run speed.
Right, and also, I mean, I feel one thing that this whole match is just going to come down to, you know, they've played each other, they know each other inside and out. Okay. So, one, it's going to be about mix-ups, and two, it's going to be about punish games. And we've seen in the past what both of these players can do. Basically, Mach has to be able to have those good up-air juggles. He's not so much worried about solar beam, you know, it's not a reliable option that he's always going to have. He just has to be smart about his juggles.
Makes sense. Sosa, rare drop on the tether punish there. Jumps a little too high.
There you're saying, like you said before, that disjoint coming into play, those vine whips help so much against Sosa.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yep. Waff won't even save him there, so opts to save it.
Hacker's got something out.
That's it. Alright, Mach looking extremely comfortable right now. Alright, down throw. He's teched away, I think, the last 3 times already, so. And Wario can't catch that if he, like, follows and comes down with a soft up air. The hands don't extend far enough where you can catch tech away. So, let's see if Sosa starts doing that, or he could just hard read the side B if he's at kill percent. And the stronger hitbox will come out by that time. Gets the side B.
Good patience.
Sosa putting out a lot of back airs. He's putting out a lot of back airs just to try and use his strongest disjoint.
You know, earlier, you know, we had Sosa down a whole entire 2 stocks. Sosa brought it back though. We're down. He's at 2 stocks, slight percent deficit, but especially with Wario, I don't believe the waft is online right now, but Wario's got a lot of comeback potential. Once a minute passes, it's even greater with that waft.
Makes sense. And what we saw there was that Sosa actually opted for the up throw, and the reason for that is because there's a small trick you can do where you call it out with the air like that, and it'll beat out Ivysaur's up air.
Oh, the up B off the top, low ceiling, helps him out. There it is. Mach shaking it off though. He knows he can take this set. It's very, very close. Anybody's game right now. But Sosa always looking for extra credit on it.
Huge change on the first stock. Looks like Sosa's figured something out. Just getting his grabs and like getting, you know, the combos and taking stage. This could be important though. Mach goes for it all and Sosa puts him off.
He's only got 1 tether. Oh! Sosa, quick fist pump. Takes game 1.
So generally speaking, how important has game 1 been between these two?
What's that?
Are stage counter picks very important in this matchup, do you think? Or?
Really, as far as from what we've seen in the past, they can matter to some degree, but not too much because, you know, if you're going to a bigger stage like Dreamland or Delfino's, they both have a phenomenal recovery to be able to live for a long period of time. So medium stages are really going to be where it's at because Ivy likes the medium stages for longevity. Okay. Sosa likes the small stages to be able to kill earlier with waft and potential up airs, back airs, whatever. But I feel medium stages are really how this match is going to play out. Because both knows one another's going to be able to live a long time. So.
I see. I guess 3 backers in a row. Very far out to try and get the edge guard. Should be it.
Alright, there we go. Back air takes the first stock.
Tries to call him out. A little too far away. Doesn't get it. Sosa's so so good at punishing Tether with that rising back air.
And the thing is, in this Tether situation, we've seen it a lot. It seems like fade onto the stage with a back air covers a lot of options, and if he reads it right as well, he can potentially put that sweet spot up there.
Yeah, Bob knew Sosa was going for the shield drop there, just calls him out, puts the hitbox out.
Power shield.
Sosa hasn't really used Bite at all this set so far. I know you can get a lot off Bite combos against Ivysaur, and usually it takes like a little bit before you can get a read on someone's like shielding habits. But it's already been a game, so I'm surprised he's going for more.
You see the call out earlier there from Sosa, taking the stock. And once again, down throws, gotta go for tech chases. Mock's well aware of that.
So right there, what Mock did on down throw is he kind of did empty his DI in, so it was like slightly in, and so he did land on the floor, he just popped up. And normally Wario can re-grab, but Sosa thought he was going to land on the floor, so he was waiting for the tech off of it. And Mock just snared out of it. Calls him out with the hard side B here.
Again, edge guarding's really been the difference in this set for Sosa.
Oh.
And that up smash has such a giant hitbox. If you ever look at it in debug mode, it's much larger and much more disjointed than the animation seems to be.
Right. Lots of moves like that, you just kind of have to know.
Machiavelli with the ever-famous fair from ledge.
Looks like he's got the solar beam now.
Right, but of course we have Sosa with the loft as well. Two insanely good comeback tools.
Alright, both playing very scared.
And there it is.
Gets it.
TM22 putting in work for Machiavelli, takes game 2. And now here's the thing too, we look at both these players in their respective regions. Of course, they're both SoCal, they've faced each other multiple times. But there's a bittersweetness to this. You know, we're going to have another SoCal player advancing, but all the while, one is not going to be, because we've got Sosa at number 1, and I believe Machiavelli's at number 3 with the trifecta of like Venom worked in there, but he got knocked out by Jose V earlier. But nevertheless, it's really just a toss-up between these two, honestly. Especially we're seeing this 1-1, nearly dead even, and pretty much every game's gonna
end up on last stock, right?
Exactly, last stock, last hit, and with the really the big difference for Sosa's been edge guarding. Mock's been able to mix that up with a potential defensive fair, maybe a razor leaf off stage. I think he often does, but you play Wario, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So what are some things that Sosa's got to continue to do, and what are some things that he potentially has to improve upon?
He really needs to improve on his down throw follow-ups here, just because he's been missing the tech chases. I've noticed that Mock's been teching away every time, which is the hardest one to follow. Like I said, he can do the falling up air. And honestly, I would like him to see more bites. But besides that, his edge guarding's been phenomenal, and he's been really commanding the neutral, in my opinion.
Well, and the nice part is this is Sosa's counter pick because of the last game, but with these platforms, you talked about using bite. So many more opportunities, again, the great edge guard. So many opportunities to get Machiavelli onto a platform to be able to set up for those tech chases, pull him back down with bite, and start a new combo.
Exactly. And like against characters where you can't combo them with up throw, you can still throw them up, and they'll have to land on the platform or they'll drop down. And it sets up for bite opportunities and just up air opportunities as well. It's a very solid option just to put them on a platform and see what they do.
Alright, Sosa's already put on about 47% here on Machiavelli.
Sosa hasn't really opted to sweet spot the ledge here too often. Looks like Machiavelli's scaring him away from the option.
Right, and I also think because, we talked about edge guards being a big thing in this matchup, more so for Sosa, just like that. But I feel the main reason Mock's not been anticipating it is, once again, he's often going for sweet spot with a B. But if Mach stays on ledge, Sosa's had some surprised wafts in the past that have just kind of pushed him off the ledge, gotten extra damage that Mach doesn't want to take. So he's often looking for those back air edge guards, but Sosa with the mix-ups.
Very small shield. I thought he might try to go for the poke there. Oh, wow. Calls him out with the F-tilt.
Great nair, good at shield poking as well.
Oh, Mach looking for something big there, doesn't get it.
Oh, there's the sweet spot.
Yeah, Mach just barely mistimed that.
And see, talking about sweet spots, I feel looking at what Sosa's percentage is, now he wants to play safe. Whenever he has this lead, it looks like, ooh, he'll always want to go for the sweet spot if he has a lead. But now, basically even, he's probably going to be wanting to mix it up. Probably not even go for the sweet spots as most would. That's more so what Machiavelli is used to.
It makes sense. All right. Razor Leaf lets him get back. Sosa wastes the waft.
That back here, putting in more, of course, wasting it for him.
Very patient fade back there, not get gimped by Sosa. Gets clipped, and SDI's onto the stage. There's no shenanigans happen there. And Mach is bought straight back to even. Alright, this should be easy cleanup, and Sosa gets it.
There it is. Now, judging by that, you know, we had Ivysaur off stage there, had the 50-50 from the ledge, but does that back air cover all options?
Yes, it covers all the options. You can fade back.
Perfect.
Because Wario can use his aerial drift to like reach further on stage if he sees it. You can do it all in reaction, basically.
Right. And you know, oftentimes people ask, oh, well, how is X character played, or how can you describe X character? Most of the time you're thinking of Wario, the way I describe him, is just Jigglypuff on steroids.
Okay.
You know, because that waft, similar to rest, but all the while he's got a very powerful back air, powerful up air to be able to take those stocks as well. And insane aerial mobility to kind of prevent some of those 50-50 options that Mach's been going for.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, probably just got a waft. There it is. Yeah. No reason not to right there. Guaranteed kill.
Alright, well, Sosa takes game 2. And if Sosa takes one more set, or one more game, I should say, this is going to be Mach being not in top 8. I believe this game would be for about 13th or so, from what I can understand. This is top 16.
Yeah, I think it's top 16, so then what? Winner advances in a top 12.
3, 2,
Alright, here we go.
Pokemon Stadium.
Alright, now this being the longest stage in the game, Razor Leaf, forward air, back air, you know, you talked about earlier, all those disjoints of that Ivysaur possesses make Sosa's life a little bit more difficult playing Wario, but Ivysaur is definitely a character that can get killed early, especially with this low ceiling here for Sosa.
Yes, indeed. Oh,
that might be it.
Awful trade for Mach. Barely gets back on. But Sosa lets him snap to the ledge.
Absolute max range on that tether.
Oh my god. Side B straight through it.
All because of a missed space F tilt. There's an edge guard.
Sosa jumps out, scares the double jump out of Mach.
And then we see Mach just, or Sosa rather, just barely mistimes that back air.
Oh,
there it is.
That back air. This should be it. Oh, he misses.
There it is.
Gets the setup.
Sosa leans back in his chair, takes a breather, knowing he can take this game if he potentially wins he'll win the set if he takes this, long story short. But Machiavelli definitely looking to not let that happen. 3 stocks dead even once again.
Good lord. Alright.
And in the background, we just had Oracle get 4 stocks by Thunder's Rain. But nevertheless, sticking to this match though, Wario only still taking 8%. There's the bite mix-up you were talking about.
Yeah, I think that's the first bite I've seen all game. And Sosa also started running much further for the tech away options, which is smart of him. I think he's caught on. So in that situation, I don't think Sosa's been using the waft too much this set compared to how much he usually does. When he gets Machiavelli up in the air, I kind of would like him to see just call him out and sometimes just use the waft and use the head hitbox to try and get a kill off the top.
Right. Oh, no up air, surprisingly. Oh, and the C-bomb. There it is.
Gets the sour spot of the up air. Sosa's throwing out these side beats a little too often. He's trying to get this kill. Yeah.
And this is what we were talking about too, you know, Wario has so many ways of gaining kills, but all the disjoints, all those projectiles, you know, Mach's gonna play patient. He's gonna camp if need be, just with Razor Leaf, maybe go to ledge, potential C-bomb. Any way he can, just to tack on some extra percent, and 22 is about all he's gonna get.
That was a sick, sweet spot. Or drop, yeah, shield drop.
Shield drop, yeah.
Shield drop up there.
Literally 3%.
Huge wall. And Sosa really needs to get in because his wall's already max charged, so not too much reason to just wait it out.
Alright, Machiavelli with the solar beam, but once again, both players have their win conditions online. Definitely want to save them for last stock. I can't even see them getting them. Oh, never mind, he's calling me a liar.
Oh. Barely kills him off the top, it looks like. Alright, this could be big. That's it.
That's it. Wow.
A great jab.
And here we are again, Machiavelli on his potential tournament stock.
Alright, text away. Been doing it every time. Gets the regrab there on the tricky DI. Alright, should be able to clean this up. Oh,
when they're rising there.
Alright, Sosa built up a lot of good percent right there, but Machiavelli can still do it.
Right back here.
Mach doesn't have time to build up his wall just yet.
Oh, he just misses it.
Oh
no, that could be it. Oh, great DI from Machiavelli. But that nair. Still no.
Oh, that's it. Sosa goes deep for that one.
And there we go. Machiavelli knocked out of the tournament. Sosa advancing here at the Big Balc.
3-1.
Very solid. And once again, Sosa has bested Machiavelli. You know, he was talking about in the video where he's introduced the who the hell is Machiavelli, whatever.
Right.
The big thing that he talked about was his technical rivalry with Sosa.
Okay.
Because for the longest time he was up on Sosa, but as of late, and especially considering the PR right now, Sosa